John Cena fights valiantly, but ultimately succumbs to the powers that exist inside the Firefly Funhouse. And the Fiend, Bray Wyatt, finally avenges a loss that had eaten at him for 6 long years. A total nightmare for John Cena. Many of the matches in the 2K24 showcase are easy dream matches. And as we know, usually a dream match is something that fans talk about, pitting two superstars against each other when they know that will never really happen. But at WrestleMania 38, we saw a different variation of what a dream match can be. With a simple invitation, Kevin Owens put the wheels in motion for his personal dream match, one against WWE Hall of Famer Stonecold Steve Austin. Asking for Austin to be a guest on the KO show was just step one. Next was to disparage the state of Texas whenever he had the opportunity.
I've been here for a couple of days and it's actually worse than I remembered.
And then it was to extend that trash talk to Austin himself. Stone Cold hadn't competed at WrestleMania since a 2003 loss to The Rock at WrestleMania 19, but he still had plenty of fight in him. With WrestleMania 38 taking place in Texas, Austin knew that he had to show up and hit Kevin Owens with whatever he needed to shut his mouth. Whether that was one Stone Cold Stunner or 15, it didn't matter to WWE's toughest SOB. We were able to sit down with Kevin Owens to talk about how this all came together.
It was pretty surreal when the video aired of him accepting the challenge. You know, him driving out in the middle of the desert on his four-wheeler or whatever you want to call it, and then hearing him answer me directly and saying,
Stone Cold Steve Austin is gonna open up one last can of whoop ass on you, Kevin Owens.
That threat made me so excited. I was so pumped. Career highlight for sure to have Stone Cold Steve Austin cut a promo on me. As far as WrestleManias go, I think the match with Stone Cold takes the cake as the top spot.
Stunner!
Before I started using the stunner, I'd asked him for permission and advice. I don't know that he told me every secret, to be honest. His stunner is the best, because mine didn't keep him down, but his kept me down, so he's onto something.
19 years in the making!
He trusted me to be a worthy opponent for what was his first match back in 19 years. The fact that he was willing to do that with me, that's a huge, huge compliment.
Always a privilege to get to speak to Kevin Owens, and we thank him for the time. We were also able to capture a little message from Stone Cold himself, who wanted to extend the following to Owens.
Hey, Kevin. I just want to say thank you very much for a hell of a night at WrestleMania 38. You motivated me and got me off my ass 19 years removed. And to be able to go back to Dallas, Texas, the city that I started in 1989, and bring everything full circle, it means a lot to me. Being out there in the ring with you was a blast. Taking that suplex on the concrete was a blast. Kevin Owens, you're awesome.
Steve, I appreciate that more than you'll ever know. And now that we're cool, maybe next time we could share a beer with, I have a can in my hand, you have a can in yours, instead of you just taking a swig and spitting it in my face and mouth. You got my number. You used it before WrestleMania to send me insults in the middle of the night. I didn't forget.
They might get along now, but at WrestleMania 38, it was an all-out war. Can you guide Austin to a WrestleMania victory after 19 years away? Or will KO deal out the ultimate insult, winning the match with his own version of the stunner? If you think you've got what it takes, give me a hell yeah. Stone Cold said he was coming to open one last can of whoop-ass on KO, and he wasted no time delivering on that promise. Trading big right hands, Austin finally got KO trapped in the corner, where he dust off the classics. Stomping a mud hole in Owens, while offering a few choice fingers along the way. Owens was finding out immediately that there are indeed consequences when you run your mouth about the rattlesnake. Austin was a proverbial house of fire, looking like he hadn't missed a day, let alone 19 years. A hard Irish whip into the corner nearly turned KO inside out, giving Austin a chance to take a quick beverage break. Instant refreshment. It had been 19 years since Steve Austin competed in a WrestleMania ring, but he looked as good as he ever had once the fight started. If anything, it seemed like KO had really forgotten who he was dealing with. Austin had been all over Owens from the second this fight became an official match, showing no signs of stopping. Taking the fight to the ringside area seemed like an easy call, but KO finally managed to stop Austin in his tracks by sending him crashing into the ring post. Owens would compose himself quickly before realizing the opportunity in front of him. Now it was his turn to brutalize Stonecold, and he jumped at the chance, assaulting the Hall of Famer with KO show equipment. Owens was unrelenting, finally able to dish out the punishment he'd spent weeks promising Austin. Owens was not going to be embarrassed on this stage. He was the one that was going to embarrass Stone Cold. Then Kevin grabbed a table. He was looking to put Austin out right here, right now. The fans began to scream for Austin to recover, but he was still shaking off the cobwebs. KO was going to make his move right here, looking to put Austin through the table. But somehow, Austin was able to reverse the momentum and send Owens crashing through the table instead. KO wanted to bring the table into this, and now he was paying the very physical price. As he had numerous times in his legendary career, Austin was able to hurt Owens again, regaining command of the fight. With KO dazed, Austin threw him onto the announce table. Remember, Owens had tried and failed to use a table earlier, so now Austin wanted to turn. Austin's plan here was very clear. He was going to beat the hell out of Owens, but he was going to make it look like it was easy. Classic Austin here, enjoying a few cold beverages while basking amongst the screaming fans and just absolutely taking Kevin Owens to the woodshed. Austin was having the time of his life. He turned back the clock and was delivering a vintage performance. Shoot, you can see me calling the match back there. I was totally astounded at how dominant Austin was. Shout out to my suit, though. I was looking good. Austin was in total control, having the time of his life. But I don't think Kevin Owens was enjoying this at all. Stone Cold was having his way with KO. After spitting his drink into Owens' face, Austin was finally ready to bring this back in the ring. KO needed to turn the tide, and fast, or he was soon going to find himself on the losing end of this match he'd waited years to manifest. Perhaps getting a little too comfortable, Austin appeared to take his eye off the ball for a second. But that was all Kevin Owens needed to drop Austin with a hot shot and finally catch a breather from the constant onslaught. But instead of following up with devastating offense, KO looked to commit Grand Theft Auto. What he was planning to do, I have no idea. Run Austin over, drive away to safety, we may never know. Whatever the plan was, he took way too long trying to make it happen, and now Stone Cold was back. In a WrestleMania first, Austin would then start the ATV and drive up the ramp with KO seated in the front. Where the hell was Austin going to take KO? Was I watching a kidnapping? Luckily, no, we were not watching a kidnapping in progress. Austin just wanted to give the fans closer to the stage a better view of his dismantling of Kevin Owens. We've seen a lot of things from Steve Austin at WrestleMania, but opening a can in this location was brand new. Right when it looked like Austin was on his way to victory, bam! KO shocks the whole building by dropping Austin with a stunner. Grabbing a steel chair, KO was going to end Austin once and for all. But Austin was ready, moving out of the way, which caused KO to hit himself with the chair. Another humiliation in a series of them on this night for Owens. Could it be time for the Stone Cold Stunner?